Okay, here we are, Cold Tower with the new killer and a sick-ass skin. And a few people and a bunch of hex perks. So much is happening. I did just play the killer to test its strength and to test some stuff. And we are playing with a few other creators right now. I don't know how this will look on the recording, but it's a very interesting power. So it's kind of like, it's really weird because it works similar to, I guess, Artist is the best way I could describe it. Also, the M1 is really sick. You have like a little stab. Boom! Snipe them. Very cool. Nuh-uh-uh. My hexes. You ain't getting them. Alright, and instead of a pallet save, I can put them into this exile because they have like the little sin above their head, which is pretty cool. Oh, I see you. Oh, good snipe. Also, look at these legs. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Every spider fan is... Oh, shit. Sniped out the wazoo, and you go into the exile. Yes, hitting them with power gives them a mark, basically. And the one issue with this killer is you can't really... Like, it's kind of weird. You can't particularly use its power in close quarters. But at the same time, the killer's 4/4, so it's like... It's a little weird. It's a little weird. Sometimes you just have to force pallets, in my opinion. See, you can also hold it for a bit longer. Ah, dang it. See, there is like a timer on it. And boom, I can send it towards the gen. It injures the survivor over there. Now that I know that there's a survivor over there, I can try to snipe them. The controls are so weird. You basically, what you do is you position a Y-axis and then you shoot into an X-axis. Just like that. I'm actually gonna send it towards that gen. Oh, let's go. I wonder if the survivors can see that. Oh, that hit. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, we're on that exit gate. It's a very, like... I feel like it's... I don't know how to explain it. It's like a high pressure killer. It feels very much like Singularity. It has a very like deep Singularity vibe to it with its just performance in general. So holy shit. No, no, no. Alright, you next. Oh! Oh, look! Because they teabagged me? They get like... Sin, I guess. That is so interesting. Okay, and one extra thing is if they have Sin and their Death Hook, look, they have like a specific... If I can... There it is. I also have a Quick Mori. Just like that. Watch this. Is everybody here? We have 1, 2, 3. Yes, everybody's here. Let's go. I'm not gonna lie, the voice lines are kind of peak. They're kind of neat. And look at this animation. Sheesh. I wonder how the terror radius will sound in-game. Let's check that out like right away. Okay. Ooh. No lag here. Oh, I love this skin. Boink, boink, boink. Oh, look, you can see over there. Okay, I want to test something. I wonder... Okay, so emoting does nothing. Teabagging? Yeah, teabagging! Let's go. Boom. All right, I wonder what this will look like. Send me to the realm. Ooh, this looks sick as Here we are. I'm exhausted. I have a bunch of status effects. Oh my god, use pendant. I don't know what that does. Okay. I'm running around, looking around. Ooh. Oh, I'm being brought back? Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, okay, once you're brought back, your sin slowly disappears. That is very interesting. Okay. Oh, wait, what? Oh, they must have brought... Yeah, they must have brought the add-on. There is like a boomerang add-on. Hey, they got me. Nice. Okay. Let's do this, Jen. Oh, my skill checks are yellow. Look at this. Hold up. Oh my god. Okay, and we spawn on Cold Tower. Once again, we're Cold Tower Troop right now. And I'm running all of the perks. Not all of the perks, but definitely all of the nerfed survivor perks. So boom, that is 2 seconds of sprint burst. It's not very long, let me tell you that. Wait, I wanna actually set up some stuff, because stuff that has been changed, generally sprint burst is only 2 seconds now. Deliverance now takes double the time to recover from the broken status effect, and Vigil, I think Vigil has been returned to its pre-buff state, where it's 40 seconds now. Sorry, not 40 seconds, 40% now instead of 66%. Lily is juicing right now, which is crazy. I hope I can get Deliverance to work. Wow, you can really feel the nerf on Sprint Burst. It's insane. Okay, I'm gonna get to the statue. I wanna see what happens. Repent. Oh, okay, so I didn't get healed from it. That was Moment of Glory, don't worry about it. But my sin status effect is going away right now. It kinda sucks, because you don't get punished for doing anything as Survivor. The only way you get punished is if you get hit by the beam, realistically. And being M1'd by the killer is not even... Never mind. I see what we're doing! Okay! That is actually so cool. So when you have Sin, hitting skill checks on gens is similar to like old Hex Ruin. You need to hit the great skill check, otherwise you get regression. Now for a little side commentary. I'm new to this, so don't judge me too much. Anyways, I think this chapter is both great and awful, putting it into this weird gray zone. What I mean by that is that the survivor is awesome, the killer is awesome, the perks are awesome, the designs are awesome, and a lot of other details are well needed for this to be a great community chapter. On the other hand, I'm a little worried about the Judgment's power. I've seen first-hand reactions from the people I played with on stream and from other creators that it's really hard to use, and don't even get me started on controller accessibility. I think overall it took the entire community to figure out how to use the power correctly in about 1 to 2 hours of the early access being out, doing a bunch of slingshotting, turning around, and spinning in circles to make the ability usable in chase in the first place. And now my concern is that Behavior is gonna see this unanimous struggle, and instead of reworking the power one last time, they're just gonna lazily reduce the activation distance from 16 meters down to something like 12 meters. I mean, it doesn't sound like such a big deal, but mind you, all the spinning and casting back and forth will be way easier and faster and more lethal than it is right now. I think this killer has insane potential and a limitless skill ceiling, yet is also just held back by its equally ridiculous skill floor to be consistently played by the vast majority of the community. People who don't get to play on the PTB or even console players will get this character, realize that they're way too hard to play, and then drop them after 3 days of trying with no success. And to me, personally, that would be extremely sad because it is a community chapter, it is a community killer, a community survivor, community perks. It's supposed to be accessible for everybody, in my opinion. So something needs to change. I've already seen Otz's video and his recommendation to make 2 of the Judgment's Brown add-ons base kit, to which I completely and fully agree. I think in general most of the Judgment's Brown add-ons should be base kit. Especially, for example, something like the blinding one. But my own suggestion would be to also make something like the recall add-on base kit. The blue recall add-on allows you to cast your beam line and then press a button to make it send itself back towards you, but that beam can only give you heresy, not injure you, which is great if you're gonna end up downing them with your M1, not great if you keep using its power though. So, my suggestion to Behavior would be to either A, have no heresy apply when a survivor gets hit by the main beam, since if you get unlucky and get hit by it once, as it is right now, you will be sent to the exile after getting downed, which saves the Judgment a bunch of time on hooking. It can't be flashlight saved or pallet saved, and no unhook or anti-tunnel perks work with it. So with that logic, make the Judgment hit you with the returning beam first and then use the normal one. You spend a little more time in chase, but the outcome is that you get to save way more time not hooking the survivor, or you just have a quicker chase, but now you have to hook them. I don't understand why this isn't already a thing when we have clear rules and regulations for this. I mean, looking at a killer like Pyramid Head, whose concept is basically exactly the same, just with a different infection requirement. I get Pyramid Head doesn't have this luxury due to tunneling reasons, but who says that the Judgment can't know where the statues are and patrol around them to find the already exiled survivor just to down them and send them right back? Otherwise, suggestion B, make the heresy more punishing. One thing I immediately noticed was that heresy didn't really do much, until I sat down at a gen and I saw I was getting old ruin skill checks. That's a good punishment to have for survivors, but not enough in my opinion. A survivor can easily spend 5 seconds on a statue getting rid of it, and or on top of that, it automatically goes away once you free someone from exile. It is quite literally just a useless, almost status effect to have. I mean, if you think about it, a lot of killers apply specific status effects towards survivors. For example, Artist, or Onryo, or Unknown. And all of those are equally lethal in their own way. Unknown and Artist can injure you. With specific add-ons, Artist can even spread the birds that are on top of you, and get even more value from just shooting her birds randomly and injuring survivors. Unknowns is hard to get rid of because you physically have to look at him. And on top of that, you having the weakened status effect and trying to remove a hallucination makes it so the removal is way slower. And Onryo, I mean, once you get full amount of stacks, yes, you're not insta-down, yes, you can still get rid of it, but if you get caught, you are immediately dead. Most status effects in DBD do something to severely punish the survivor or to like slow them down in one way or another, or to empower the killer. Most killers have something like this. The only exception I could think of would kind of be Skull Merchant, because her whole status thing to activate requires you to mess up, which doesn't always happen. But it still happens. You still get punished and you still get injured for running into the drones 3 times. Heresy on Judgment just doesn't really do much besides the whole skill check thing. What I would think would be more interesting would be a kind of sin level or a heresy level system. Imagine Onryu's Condemn stacks, right? But for each level, the survivor suffers a random effect that gets amplified or has a new one added to it. For example, a survivor gets hit with a beam or teabags or whatever, and randomly gets either 3% hindered, sometimes randomly dropping their item, having the chance that all their skill checks are all ruined, just like it is right now, or could get random skill checks like you get it with Doctor. They could randomly scream and or reveal their aura, or even get randomly blinded for 1 second. Though I don't know about this one, since I fear this could be an epilepsy issue. But that way, heresy is a little more serious and annoying to deal with. Maybe even make it so that there's a chance that when a survivor wants to absolve themselves at one of the statues, they become injured or deep wounded. That way, it plays a lot into the risk, rewards, powers, and status effects that the other killers bring with them. Editor Xemax here. I also forgot to mention that the power is very similar to a lot of killers that we already have, and survivors don't really need to learn how to counterplay. They just do whatever they always do and just like dodge a little bit further to the side than usual, and you completely avoid it. So, yeah. Oh, and of course, the killer is extremely strong on range, so if one of the changes that I am trying to suggest will get implemented, it would have to be gutted somewhere else. That's the point of a rework. Something gets stronger, while a different part of this something also gets weaker at the same time. So, I hope I could get out a few cool idea changes. I genuinely don't know how to make this killer's power more accessible without making it easier for mouse and keyboard players. But as it is right now, I fear that our beautiful community killer will be forgotten in less than a month and will end up having the same treatment like twins or artists, who are both really strong but really difficult to play and master. I really do hope that they implement like a unique change, something that will make the killer more accessible or more fun to go against, even if you have the downside of playing on controller or having some accessibility issues. And with that, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it and can express that by sharing, liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I also stream on the Purple app, so you could go check that out. And with all of that said, I'll be seeing you in the fog. Bye bye!